everyone, it's Dodie, and I'm here today with my Sam Poole design team project. I'm not gonna take a really long time, it's just a little teeny project, but I did want to share some little stories with you along the way so that you sort of understand the genesis of how this project came to be. First of all, I just want to let everyone know, I would say this is a little prayer journal or a devotional journal or whatever you want to call a journal that you would use to write your private faith thoughts or something of that nature. I did put it in one of my boxes. The box is covered with some of Sam's digitals. I'll list below which ones, but almost 100% of this journal is constructed with two different Sam Poole design kits, one being the religious kit and the one being, I think it's prayer. I'll put them below. But it took me a long time to figure out exactly how I wanted to present this, but I finally ended up with this, and I am going to untie this very, very, very delicate bow. It is delicate. In fact, I think I would include another tie with this just in case this one were to ever rip, but it's lovely, lovely, lovely silk. And the cover of the case does have a bezel. Now this isn't a Sam Poole digital, but it just is too perfect to go along with this faith journal that I just had to put it on the cover. I tried a lot of different things for the cover, one being an old antique French holy card, but I could not bring myself to glue it to the cover, so I decided on this instead. When you open the case, there's two sides, and there's the side that I say has the little, the mini on the go journal, and then there's the journal proper. Now, let me tell you the reason I decided to go with this. When I was going through Sam's kits, I'd forgotten that she had made a couple of faith kits, and when I went in to look at them, I was like, oh my gosh, these are my favorite colors. They're baby blue and baby pink, which is a funny story because when I was a little girl, my grandmother had a bazillion Catholic first cousins because her mother had 4 brothers who all married Irish Catholic girls. And so I spent my childhood going to Catholic weddings and so many kids, little girls who were getting their first communion. And here I was, this Methodist who, you know, was seeing I had several friends at school who were Catholic and had the most delicious baby blue and baby pink rosaries. And I just wanted one so bad. So in making this, when I came across Sam's baby blue and baby pink imagery, I just had to make this faith journal. So I'm going to put this aside and open up the very first part of it, which is just a little tiny sort of kind of journal. And it just has little tiny offerings such as the digitals that Sam has, these little prayer cards, which are lovely. And of course, here we go, baby blue, baby pink, baby blue, just my favorite colors for, you know, religious imagery from when I was a little tiny girl. And almost 99% of the stuff in this journal does come from Sam's kit, except for this page right here. This just comes from a Welsh Bible, which I think is sort of wonderful. And there's little tuck spots, and of course journal cards which can be written on. Here's a pocket that I learned from the very talented Carol Laws, who has joined our team, and it's like there's a pocket this way, and this is actually a vintage prayer card. It's from someone's, I think, funeral, but this is a actual vintage piece that I had. And then you pull on this, and here we go with my favorite colors, and it goes into that little tuck spot. That's one of the most brilliant designs, Carol. I just love that design. Here's one of Mary's for a passion for paper, little teeny weeny little paper pads that just slips in there like that, and a little tuck spot. And that's all there is to that little part of this journal. And then you get the, what I call the main prayer journal. And this one is full of all kinds of little tuck spots and maybe some blank places. What I did is I tied the ribbon, the crinkle ribbon, onto the thread that holds the spine together. Here is another bezel. I'm going to put that across. Here's another bezel I made, and this Mary actually is from a prayer card that I own, and I made this bezel a little while ago, but I love how she went with my theme of my sort of muted blues and pinks, and the cover's sort of built up with some really pretty fabric ribbon and lace and the bezel. Here is a picture that I had, which is actually a testament to my deep desire to have had a first communion, which I never had. And I just love these three little girls in their communion dresses. But throughout this journal, I've made a lot of tuck spots from Sam's papers. This is another set of her papers that you can buy on scrapbook.com, for instance. I think this one is called Shabby Backgrounds, but it's a lovely set of papers. And what I did is I printed all of Sam's, I think it's called Prayer Kit, onto that shabby background papers so that all the backgrounds were from that paper pad. Here's another vintage prayer card, more of that Welsh Bible, along with some more of the journaling cards that come in the kit. And this is an envelope that has a journaling card in it. And there's all kinds of little tucky spots, and I think that's just some Italian paper on that journal card. Here's a flip up place with plenty of space. And this page here comes from a French missal that I have that has really lovely illustrations in it. And here's some of the lovely dried flower stickers that I just adore. I just love those stickers. Here's an upper tuck spot. I did make a really very sturdy journaling card. It's very thick, but it just goes right up there in that up tuck spot. And now this little piece of wallpaper, you flip it over and it does turn into a journal card with this little journal card inside of it. More of that Welsh Bible, or I think that's a German Bible. And here's, I love this bird. This is the loveliest little bird, and just in the most perfect colors. And oh, I love this picture right here. And here's a little tuck spot I made. But when you take those out, you can see this lovely, lovely, beautiful Madonna, just gorgeous. And I did have some stickers, and I just used some words. They weren't necessarily of any kind of religious significance, but I think putting them in this journal gives them a sort of faith-based meaning. And another page of blank paper to write on, and more of that. I love this communion card. I cut off, it comes with a sort of a lace edging, which is hard when you copy it to cut out, and I just wanted it to be lace, so I just cut it off because I couldn't figure out how to make it look lacy without wrecking the card. And another little tiny tuck spot, I designed it just especially for this card. I loved you at your darkest. And more from that missal that I have. I love this Mary, this Madonna. She's lovely. And here's another one of my words, just because. And it flips up like that. And when you turn it, there is this lovely card. I think that's from the Graphics Fairy. And here is a little paper pad all ready for all sorts of note taking. And I love this Madonna as well. And my goal was to not cover them up because they're so pretty. So she's the center. I somehow folded her into this. She's not the center. I think I attached her to something else so that I could keep her in one piece. And then I made this little tuck spot. And here's one of my favorite. My mother sang in a choir all her life, and I remember one of my most favorite hymns that they sang was this, Peace I Leave With You. I could sing it right now. I love it. It was one of my favorite benediction pieces that were sung at the end of the service. And here's a little lace tuck spot with another beautiful Madonna and a little journaling card. And finally, here is my final vintage Madonna that she's just really, really lovely. I mean, I love her color. She reminds me of the baby blue rosary that I wanted so bad. And it's just a lovely old prayer card. And a pocket with, now this is just an angel from a Christmas kit, but I love her. And I love this Mary and child as well. And there we go. And at the end, life is precious, and it certainly is. And gosh, I don't know, I just really felt like I made my Halloween journal this year for the Graphics Fairy, and then the day after Halloween is November 1st, and November 1st is All Saints Day, and All Saints Day is the day that my favorite hymn was always sung for all the saints. I sang in a church choir myself for about 20 years, and that was always my favorite hymn. So there it is, my little faith journal. And I hope you all have a lovely day. And hello to all my teammates, and welcome aboard to all the lovely, wonderful, fun ladies that Sam added to the team. I can't wait to see what you create. And thank you so much, everybody.